Hello and welcome to Bargain and Submission Gaming. My name is Rich. We're going to play a little more Forza Motorsport. We're going to do the first race of the Spirit of Forza Motorsport 7 series, and we have to buy this 2018 Porsche 911 GT2 RS. Alright, well, if that's what we got to do, and then let's go to purchase. Now, their colors are all, oh, look at the little color scheme there. With the little, like, fiber on top and everything. Well, there's all are very nice and all, but I think I have to make this thing an obscene, like, pink here. Like, yes, we are in a pink Porsche because they're making me spend all my money, so I'm gonna make their car look silly. All right, it's going to be the Homestead-Miami Speedway. Let's see if we can do anything to for performance here. All right. A little bit, just a little bit. All right, go back. This could be Homestead-Miami Speedway, the road circuit of 2.21 miles, 4 in the afternoon, clear sky, light fog. 1 lap practice in a 6-lap race. Alright, I got enough time to do maybe 1 race before I gotta feed the puppies. Then I might get a couple more of these in this evening. I want to get done with this series and move on with some of the other cups and stuff.
Track temps can reach over 130 degrees.
Oh, it gets stupid hot here.
Which may reduce your tires' grip around this road course during the race.
I'm driving a car that's got little black rubbery bits to attract that wonderful heat. They want us to do a minute 43. I'm going to say about a minute 20. We'll see. There's some nice big wide passing bits here, but also the inner part of it's all the kind of 2-lane highway that the other guys love to block you on. And there's me just sliding off the track already. When it gets hot, you might lose grip. Now, I don't really care for that much realism in my video game. I gotta pay attention to actual real physics, you know. Because you know these guys when they're driving, they're not like doing math in their head. It's all just feel like their mind might be like in the background doing like calculations of its own, but it's not like sitting here doing, you know, vectors and, you know, calculus. To figure out just the optimum braking and how much gas to give it. Yeah, this feels about right. I'm not getting near that time. It's more. Wow. Yeah. Alright, well, maybe on the race I'll do better. A pink Porsche. It's manly. It's a manly car. Yeah. Hooah. Like, what's his name? Al Pacino. It'd be like a Porsche driven by like Reese Witherspoon in Legally Blonde or something, you know? Zoomies. Come on, guys. I need to catch up with you. Okay, Julian. There's a guy. I don't know if I've talked about this. I get a lot of videos for guys doing stuff like in Call of Duty sometimes. And he's out there playing Warzone, but he's doing the voice of Mort from what's the one with King Julian? Anyway, he's doing the little creature's voice, and that very high pitched. The people are like just dying laughing, or just like deeply offended at there's like a guy. They all think it's a voice changer, but like he's got video of him just doing it. It's just a dude, you know, doing a voice he knows how to do. Also, another guy who sits there reading his girlfriend's, might be his wife's, but I think it's his girlfriend. They're fairly young. Like her erotic fantasy novels, but like in all these different character voices. Does pretty good. Who's the guy who plays? The guy from Seinfeld. Patrick Warburton. Except it's like the Emperor's New Groove character. It's like Kronk or something like that. I've never seen it, but I know it's a lot like many of his other voices. And then Patrick Warburton is like a grandfather recently. I mean, he may have been for a while, but like he was together with his couple of his sons, and he's holding his grandbaby, and they're all doing the Patrick Warburton voice. Kind of like Brock Sampson, and it's hilarious. We need a Sampson and Sons. Or Warburton and Sons. Alright, much better on this side. Well, not really. A little better on this side. I can do better still. That's another voice that stuck in my mind. And he do it. But you know, the voice, the guy. I think of Arsenic and Oldies in Casablanca. Yeah, he's in Casablanca. And then another one of those too with Maltese Falcon. And there's the older fat guy. You see Sydney Greenstreet. That one sticks with me. Because Mom used to watch the Christmas movie where Sydney Greenstreet was this woman's editor boss who didn't know that she really couldn't cook at all. And she was just making up these articles on like the fly. She's like working for Better Homes and Gardens and just lying her butts off, doing, making up copy for them.
3 to go.
About her place in the country. Where she can't even afford, like, the fur coat that, that she gets at the beginning of the movie. Christmas in Connecticut. That's a fun one. A lot of these 1940s, 1950s movies, and that's why they're in my head, and those character actors. It's because baby boomers, the things that were popular with them, they brought back time and again and again. So all that stuff that was on TV and in the movie theaters when they were young, their children, Gen X, are well acquainted with. Whoopsie. It's like the things that were on TV when I was growing up, like on Channel 32, which was like Fox back then, but Fox back then isn't what Fox is now. Like, they have original programming on during the day. Back then, Fox did syndicated television, like local Fox did at least, and it was just everything was old stuff from, you know, basically like the 60s, and then some of it from the 70s, like some of it from the 50s, but a lot of it from the 60s, like from when they were, from baby boomers, from like their teens and formative years. You know, it's like we got like Munsters and Lost in Space and Star Trek and like all sorts of stuff like that on Channel 32 here in Chicago, Fox. You know, it hadn't really taken off as its own thing. Rupert Murdoch hadn't turned it into the empire that Fox would become consolidated. Because I don't know that back then that was actually like, you know, a big part of a larger company. It may have just been like local UHF broadcasting station or something. It was 32. And that's why all we had on it were basically rerun syndicated shows. But it was pretty strong signal in the Chicago area, so, you know, it was no small time thing, even if it was just like, I'm sure it made whoever owned it a nice chunk of change. In Chicago, we had a couple fairly strong signal channels that were on UHF. One was 32. Another one's like around 44, I think. And then I think later on, Channel 50, all that stuff became, you know, part of bigger networks later on. Like Channel 50 here in Chicago basically just became the CW later on, and part of that network. But, you know, it's not what it started out as. Doing well in my little pink Porsche. It's hot pink and it will make your other cars look bad. 'Cause they're not that sexy hot pink like mine. Bam. Bam. Finish first. As we will, as we do. Look at that car. I don't want to look at you guys. I said, look at my car. All right, next one is at this circuit, this Spa-Francorchamps. Full circuit, 4.35 miles, to be 4:40 in the afternoon. Looming clouds, 1 lap of practice and a 3-lap race. Anyway, thank you all for watching. You guys want to see more Forza Motorsport? Let me know in the comments if there's other games on Game Pass or PS Plus. Games are free to play. Games are on sale. You're interested, and you can write that down in the comments as well. I'll try to get to them as soon as possible. And I'll see you guys all next time.